We are on the shores of Lake Ontario in Toronto, the gateway to the great Canadian outdoors, and a place where October usually means the World Series and World Championships for the Blue Jays. But with baseball all but forgotten this year, the Canadian sports fan focuses tonight on harness racing as we present the Cadillac Breeders' Crown. Our setting is Woodbine Racetrack in Toronto, the only racetrack in North America which presents thoroughbred racing in the afternoon and a complete program of harness racing under the lights. 2-year-old filly pace live, and for that story, here's Brad Diamond.
You know, Bruce, when the Breeders' Crown began 10 years ago, one of its objectives was to be a showcase for the most talented standardbred horses in the world. Well, mission accomplished. But you know, the Breeders' Crown has also been a showcase for some very talented humans, and Bruce Nichols is certainly among them. Bruce and his pacing fillies have really compiled an outstanding Breeders' Crown record. It began in 1987 with Concord's Quest finishing second to Leah Elmhurst. 1988 saw his first win with Central Park West, who became a divisional champ, as did Miss Easy, Hazelton K, Immortality, and Freedom's Friend. Will that string continue tonight? We'll soon know. But one final thought. It is written in the media guide, I have it right here, at least the quote, that not since Rudolph Valentino has one man had more success with the ladies. Now, the question someone asked, if Rudolph was around today, would he switch places with Bruce? I don't think I'll touch that one. Back to you guys.
Brad, I'm not going to touch that one either, but let's face it, Bruce Nichols is a genuine ladies' man. And here's a look at the morning line odds for the 2-year-old filly pace. Number 1, My Patina at 7-2. Town Cheer getting plenty of support, 4-1. And Efficiency, 5-2 with Ron Waples. Completing the field, 7, Yankee Cashmere, 4-1. And from the far outside, Romanticize, 50-1. A long shot in the upcoming 2-year-old filly pace. So the action continues here at Woodbine. Will Bruce Nichols, a star trainer for so many years in this event, will he get another winner to the line first? We'll find out shortly in the Cadillac Crown. And here's a look at Efficiency as we start gearing up for the 2-year-old filly pace. 7 wins this year. Bruce Nichols, of course, the trainer. He's won 4 times in this division in the Breeders' Crown. Efficiency has won the Sweetheart division of the Countess Adios and the Debutante. And here's a look at the odds for the 2-year-old filly pace. My Patina with John Campbell at the rail at 6-1. Town Cheer and Doug Brown getting plenty of support at 4-1. And you can see that Efficiency right now is being held at 3-5. Also getting some support, Noble Samantha from the 9-hole at 7-1. So that's the complete field for the 2-year-old filly pace. And Gary Seibel and I took a look at the elimination divisions as you take a look at My Patina, a daughter of the great race mare Valentina. Let's go back to last week's elimination division of the 2-year-old filly pace.
In the first elim for 2-year-old filly pacers, Les Beasts was sent right to the front from post 5 by driver Joe Houdon Jr., and they were cruising up top, looking to make it a wire-to-wire affair in the field of 7. But race favorite Yankee Cashmere, who sat third for the first half of a mile, was attacking from the outside for driver Pete Wren, while the Abercrombie filly Hattie was behind her and moving with the strong outer flow. The pocket-sitting played the dice, using the inside post to her advantage by getting well placed in the early going. Crapped out, made a break, losing all chance in the mile. And as they paced down the lane, Yankee Cashmere looking very strong for Pete Wren, and Noble Samantha, after a couple of bad outs, came back strongly and came on late from off the pace, and Hattie was also very game to finish third.
So Yankee Cashmere wins the first elimination in 1:57 flat, followed by Noble Samantha, Hattie, Les Beasts, and Headline Hanover, who went off at 9-1. Now let's go back to the second elimination for 2-year-old filly pacers here at Woodbine on October 20th.
This confrontation featured $500,000 winner and race favorite Efficiency, who battled briefly through the first quarter mile with second choice Blue Mesa before settling down on the lead. Misty Log was racing steadily at the rail behind Blue Mesa in third, while Understand was rolling up on the outside on the final turn with her bid. Romanticize came next on the inside as a parked out My Patina and trailer Town Cheer, both reserved off the early pace, were beginning to close in from the back of the pack. But it was quite evident at the top of the stretch that it was all Efficiency. The rest were just battling for a spot in the final. Very strong Efficiency. Long shot Town Cheer closed stoutly through the stretch, and following that one, My Patina came on late as well. A big effort for Efficiency.
And the time of the mile was 1:56 flat. Efficiency, followed by Town Cheer. My Patina, Romanticize, who was 35-1, and Understand. My Patina gets driver John Campbell tonight. And what about the job that Bruce Nichols has done this year with Efficiency? Because in the past, he's had some superstars in this division.
He certainly has. Immortality, Central Park West. You can't forget Miss Easy. There's a bunch of them. And Efficiency may not be the most talented of them all, which is even more credit to Bruce Nichols. He has brought her along to win $500,000 already in 1994.
What about Yankee Cashmere in this race?
An elimination winner, and we'll take a look at her momentarily. Yankee Cashmere winning her elimination last week. She's pretty consistent. She has 4 wins, 4 seconds, a couple of thirds, and 15 starts this year, and I definitely think she is a contender. She has a decent outside post, and you know, outside posts here are not a bad thing to have.
She's also won 2 New Jersey Sire Stakes races this year. Now, number 1, My Patina, gets John Campbell. This is the only driver change from the elimination. And if you want to talk about Mr. October, it's John Campbell in the Breeders' Crown. He has won 27 times in this competition.
Unbelievable. You can never go wrong with John Campbell. The rail is not one of the better spots at this racetrack, and we'll take a look at My Patina momentarily as she moves out from behind the tree. John has her there. She looks pretty relaxed and ready to go in this event, and again, if you want to have a guy when all the money is on the line, it's certainly John Campbell.
Now, what about Town Cheer? Of course, the people in these surroundings know about Town Pro. Now it's Town Cheer.
Town Cheer, Doug Brown, it's a great combination, a good inside post, and we'll see what happens tonight. Certainly tested in this one.
Town Cheer has 2 wins this year, and the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes also won a Trillium leg earlier this year. Now, Noble Samantha is getting some support, and you believe Noble Samantha might be a nice long shot.
I kind of like Noble Samantha. I'm not the only one. A buddy of ours likes him as well. Outside post position tonight, and she closed very well in her elimination heat, just to miss by about 1.25 lengths. And I think from the outside post, she's going to be very strong tonight. She showed me some good late pace last time, and I think she is ready to be close up in this one.
She won the division of the Harvest. She also has the home track advantage because at Woodbine, she has 1 win, 3 seconds in 5 starts here. And remember, this is a 7/8 mile track. Let's take a look at the odds board for the 2-year-old filly pace of the Cadillac Breeders' Crown, which is coming up shortly. My Patina at 5-1. Town Cheer is 9-2. Les Bis 11-1, getting some pretty good support. 14 lifetime checks in 14 starts. Hattie is being held as a long shot at 60-1. Efficiency with 7 wins, most money in this division. She's been first or second 11 of 13 times. She is 3-5, the public's choice. Understand has also been in the money a lot this year, but not against stakes competition, and therefore is 90-1 a long shot. Yankee Cashmere is 13-1. Headline Hanover has Bill O'Donnell, the Magic Man, but is a long shot at 90-1. Noble Samantha 10-1. And Romanticize from the outside with Mike LaChance at 38-1. The story here, Efficiency, 3-5 on the tote board. She won the Sweetheart, a division of the Countess Adios. She was second in her elimination division.
And she looked pretty strong on the front end, as she did wind up with a win in her elim in 1:56 flat. And Ron Waples, as you can see him aboard, another big money guy. Ron Waples has brought home an awful lot of long shots in the Breeders' Crown, but if Efficiency wins tonight, it's going to be the exact opposite for Ronnie at Efficiency. And again, a real tribute to Bruce Nichols, who has brought this one along and may not have the same kind of talent as the rest of them.
Some great names have won this race over the years. Town Pro, Miss Easy, Immortality. And the Woodbine track record is held by Kate Mataris at 1:55, and the world record by Miss Easy 151-2, and Miss Easy won this division back in 1990 for John Campbell and Bruce Nichols. Here's Frank Salive with the call of the 2-year-old filly pace in the Cadillac Breeders' Crown.
There, off and pacing Town Cheer was late arriving, never got to the gate. Les Bis is out to a very fast early lead of 3 lengths. Efficiency is going to duck in behind her. Noble Samantha up on the outside is going to aim for a position near the front. Romanticize is 4th. Moving in 5 along the inside is My Patina. Headline Hanover 6th upon the outside. Hattie is 7th. Then Town Cheer. Yankee Cashmere, Understand, is the early trailer. Les Bis ripping off a fast opener. 26-4. Les Bis on top by 2 into the first turn. Noble Samantha got in from second. Romanticize, caught on the outside, is driving on the inside 4th. There is the favorite, Efficiency. Efficiency is 4th at this point. Watching the early speed, looking to settle away. My Patina is 5th. Headline Hanover 6th on the outside. Town Cheer, Doug Brown has a tight rein on that one. 7th on the outside, then Hattie. Yankee Cashmere off stride the distance trailer. Understand is now out of it. Off a half in 56-1. Les Bis on the inside. Romanticize has been parked out. Noble Samantha is getting a pocket trip. Efficiency has gone to the outside from 4th, but she'll have to go 3 wide now. My Patina is there in 5th. On the outside 6, Headline Hanover. Then it's Hattie, Town Cheer, and Yankee Cashmere. Understand is out of it. Here is 3/4 for Les Bis on the lead. Noble Samantha desperate to get out from second. Parked out is Romanticize. Efficiency the far outside. 3/4 in 1:25-4. They're at the top of the stretch in the Cadillac Breeders' Crown. 2-year-old filly pace. Les Bis on the lead. And on the far outside, Efficiency. Here comes Town Cheer. Yankee Cashmere is trying to sweep from 9th. And Yankee Cashmere comes from last to get the deep stretch lead. Hattie bursting through in between, but Peter Wren, a magnificent drive to win the Cadillac Breeders' Crown with Yankee Cashmere over Hattie and Town Cheer in 1:56.
So it's Yankee Cashmere winning for the 5th time this year. Yankee Cashmere impressive in a wild blanket finish, owned by Charles Keller III, Charles Keller IV, and Brett Biddle. And bred by Yankee Land Farms. The trainer is Brett Biddle. The driver is Peter Wren. This 2-year-old bay filly by No Nukes out of the Albatross mare, Mrs. Yankee.
I'll tell you, Bruce, coming off the pace like that, and Yankee Cashmere takes it. You'll see it now. Les Bis on the front end the entire way, and in this kind of chilly weather, setting up some pretty quick fractions. So indeed, it did set up for a big closing kick. There was about 7 or 8 of them across the track, and on the far outside was Pete Wren with Yankee Cashmere between horses. Hattie was closing in surprisingly as well with some late pace, but Yankee Cashmere on the outside takes it for Pete Wren, who won the Driscoll Series earlier in the season at the Meadowlands. And Pete Rilling coming along and getting a lot of national exposure now and getting a Breeders' Crown win.
Hey, Peter Wren cleaned his first stall before he was enrolled in kindergarten, Gary. So here's a guy who's been around the game for a long time, and what a win for him.
He's been around the game. He's been spending many of his past years in South Florida at Pompano Park, has relocated his stable to Meadowlands and Garden State, and gets a lot of drives now from Bill Robinson. So things are really looking up for Peter Wren.
And as we mentioned, bred by Yankee Land Farms, and yes, the name of the late Charles King Kong Keller. We'll be back with more of The Crown in a moment. And there is a look at Yankee Cashmere, who wins the 2-year-old filly pace in the Cadillac Breeders' Crown at Woodbine Racetrack tonight. Yankee Cashmere, a 2-year-old bay filly by No Nukes. Hey, Gary, what about the blanket finish?
Great blanket finish. As we mentioned earlier, those quick fractions up front really sets up a race for closers at the end like that. The quarter 26 and a piece, the half and 55-1, and then the second half of the mile a little over a minute, and naturally they'll all be closing in on a fast pace like that. And Les Bis pretty much on a suicide mission there, couldn't hang on, and not surprisingly as they did close in. First win for driver Pete Wren and for trainer Brett Biddle.
Now let's take another look at the stretch drive as Yankee Cashmere emerged from this wave of horses.
Well, I'll tell you, Yankee Cashmere, you'll see him on the far outside, her on the far outside, and between horses, Hattie, who was a huge price, about 55 to 1, and for a second there, it looked like she might get home first, but indeed, Yankee Cashmere wins it by about a length and a half or so, with Hattie, a very surprising finisher there, and Yankee Cashmere looked very strong, but again, those quick early fractions, especially on a cold night like this, will set up a race where the closers will come on at the end, and the only one we didn't see closing as strongly as we thought we would was the favorite, Efficiency.
Yankee Cashmere won the elimination last week at 157 at 3-2 over Noble Samantha, and she proved right then and there that she was sharp and ready.
She was sharp and ready. I thought Noble Samantha would be a little bit stronger than she was, although she did have some pace, but really had no place to go. And after being parked out early by Les Beast to that 26 and change opening quarter, it's no wonder that that took the sting out of Noble Samantha. So indeed, she came up a little bit empty.
In the winner's circle right now, Peter Andrew and Mark de Bellefay of GMAC of Canada, Charles Armstrong of Armstrong Brothers, and Barry Hewson, the director for standardbred racing for the Ontario Jockey Club. And a beautiful winner's circle here at Woodbine Racetrack. It does take a while to get there, though, because there are 3 different tracks. Let's take a look at the prices for this race. The 2-year-old filly pace, Yankee Cashmere, lighting up the tote board, went off at 12 to 1, returned $26.60, $12 and $6.20 to show. Hattie, who went off at 55 to 1, was second, $30.40 and $9. And Town Cheer finished third, $5.20. Time of the mile, 156 flat. The Exacta, 7 and 4, returning $633.70. And here's the complete order of finish with My Patina finishing 4th, Efficiency a disappointing 5th, Headline Hanover was 6th, Romanticide, Les Beast, Noble Samantha, and Understand. By the way, Brett Biddle is a grandson of Yankee Land Farms founder Charles Keller II. Right now, let's go down to Brad Diamond.
Thank you, Bruce. And with me, he's not smiling right now, but Peter, there are people here, drivers here, trainers here who have won a lot of Breeders' Crown. This is your first. Just how you feeling right now?
Oh, there's no feeling like it. It's just, you know, it's hard to even. I feel really good. I mean, that's all there is. No better feeling in the world.
You were waiting for that front end speed to slow down?
Yeah, I was just hoping. I didn't know how things were going to go for the best. Like, you know, get a little money, maybe behave herself, and, you know, didn't want her to lose control and make a break or something. And I was just hoping deep down things would lay that way, and it worked out good. When I crossed the finish line first, I was very happy.
Congratulations, and you behave yourself tonight.
Oh,
have a great party.
I sure will. Thank you very much.
Peter, and back to you, Bruce.
All right.
Peter Wren with over 3,400 career wins. The Phillies races have been complete. Colts are just ahead. Stay with us.
What's the top of the wobble? Huh?